Alright, so welcome back into the game. As we jump back into things relatively quickly. And they are already underway. Pistol round did go the way of mousesports, but knife round did go the way of mousesports. Rather, pistol round still underway. Bomb's going to get planted on A. It was a good execution with that single smoke out to cover off the retake. They played the retake from highway, but Innocent's already chiming in with 3 now as he swaps pistols. Doesn't even go for that reload. Picks up a USB, discovers there's still bullets in the magazine, and he'll turn every page as he takes down his 3rd kill. Mausino going to close out on Dennis, so we'll start things off with Gamers2, 1-0. That's their first pistol round, by the way.
Yeah, and that's always a risky business when you grab up the USP after dropping your pistol, because one thing about the USP, and the same goes for the M4AS, if the gun is on the floor and you killed that person, chances are you either got the really great shot or they ran out of bullets. So it's always a bit of a risky pickup. But yeah, really fantastic play there by Innocent, and they do get the pistol round, and it's going to be a armor buyer coming up here. And we'll see what they can do with this. Supero already down. They won't get the frag though as they do push out. And one more hit there. It's going to be a gun in the hands of Nex. If he does manage to push out, they're going to keep a close eye though as he does move out. And already 4-on-4. Mouse with those lethal 5.7s.
Door opens up. Speedy! Wow. You talked about lethal. What a shot. Speedy, quick as ever, takes down Mausino. Mihu now going to get back into him at least to bring this back to an even keel. But this is a really good eco round right now from Mouse, as that gun that's picked up on Nex will now catch out Maniz at middle, and Mihu with a very low HP. He's going to drop as well. Innocent, well, perhaps far too innocent, but the judge has another ruling as 3 players lurk onto him. It might be the death sentence, but he's not done just yet. He'll take down Nex. That's definitely cold-blooded murder as he brings it back to a 1-on-2, and as he does have the bomb, and as he does have in a reasonable amount of time, he may be able to get over to B, but this is smart from Dennis. He'll be able to spot this cross. Or does he? He's too far to the left.
That is unfortunate. He's sitting in the vents though, so Innocent can maybe spot him out. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. They are still kind of just... They may kiss in a second. Oh, Innocent! Wow, Mouse.
Man, he thought he was so clever, and then he got domed.
What is up with the CTs and the anti-ecos at the moment? I mean, that is the second time it's happened with the T's winning the first pistol round and then just getting taken out completely. And now the buy coming out here for Mouse. And, well, that's going to set them up pretty well. I mean, the one thing about Cash is just how much it's changed with the T's putting so much more emphasis in just some of the strats that do go down, your mid-control, which is really where the power it comes out here in Cash. But just incredible play at the moment, and... Well, I think this is going to be a lot harder. I think the teams have kind of felt each other out at the moment. They know exactly what's up, who to look out for and what. But we'll see that the push does come out into A in a second. Oh, Speedway could be a bit of an issue. They're going to bring it down with pistols. Speedy picks up 1.
Wow.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah, Mihu turning around. That was perfect awareness to catch off the Z-Control player. So now it looks like we're going to get back-to-back ecos. As they did open up mid. That's the big thing. That mid control not really in place right now for Mouse. They took full advantage of pushing onto B and getting aggressive in the eco round that they had, but it's recovered. Gobby brings this back in that 1-on-2. He'll close it out with both in that AK, and with no kid, he still has lots of time, but we need a lot more mid-presence right now from the CTs.
That's really where the power comes from. I mean, if you, I may be incorrect, we haven't seen an AWP pick up yet, but Chris J in that mid with the AWP, if you're able to shut him off, you're able to cut him out in that mid with a couple of smokes going down. We did see them come out mid there and rush up Speedway. They did get the frag. I think it was on Speedy sitting up at the top of on top of the ladder there in Speedway. We got flashed out pretty nicely as well. But that's really what we wanted to see. We wanted to see those. We haven't seen any boosts coming up just yet. We are waiting to get that gun round, sort of gun on gun round. But yeah, it's so far, I mean, just trading, and surprisingly be able to pick up rifles once again after getting that defuse and not learned their lesson the first time with opening up that door.
Really passive play from Speedy. He gets himself out of the site, so those smokes come in. They'll get a plant for free. The problem is that he's left Nex to go in all by himself, so he needs to hit these shots right now, or Nex is going to be in a world of trouble as they play for the retake. Chris rotating and arriving from truck. Dennis does find Innocent, and Mihu pushing through the smoke gets caught off guard that time as Mozino manages to claw back in. Damage done from Speedy to his teammate, but they'll get the last player, or will they? But he's not going out easily. Gets one on Chris, but that's all he gets. And those smokes, they were well thrown. Nex, very aggressive play by him to get up on catwalk all by himself. The only one who had vision of anyone inside the site.
Yeah, and we're gonna get our gun round next year. They should be able to. Yeah, they got a lot of cash in hand. We'll definitely see maybe some AWPs. One thing about cash is it kind of shifted away from that AWP. It used to be really, and now it does still get picked up by a couple of teams, especially with a player like Chris J. You know, with open hand just being so lethal. But it's complete gun round, complete AKs coming out here from G2. So this is that's what I like to see. It's an urgency. It's aggressive, and immediately not going to want to get caught out by that push. And now they do come straight through the smoke. Innocent. Not really too sure what the plan was there. But he does get brought down immediately now, sitting by the door. Oh, Dennis sprays down, hits him down to 79. Mauzio just in a pretty tough position. He's waiting for that door to open, and then we might see that nade come through. Keeping a keen ear there. There it does go open. Oh, that drops into 45, and well, they haven't spotted him out yet, but they definitely will try to get that spray down pretty soon. Still getting a nice split going on here. It's a 2-3, and that's gonna be Dennis taking down Mihu as well. It's going to be enough information, I think, but the B bomb's still sitting by the B side there. Mauzio hasn't made a move from this door yet. He's waiting for a push. He's waiting for maybe a rotate before he gets those smokes and flashes out. But we'll see as they do make their way now. They're sitting 3 minutes there. Oh, wow, that flash. Not going to be enough for a kill, though.
I think that was thrown by the T's as well, so a bit of a misplay. As Nex now gets a ton of information. Still really slow play rate now from the T side, and they've all been spotted, aside from the one player at Squeaky, but he's got nowhere to go if these guys can't get in position at Highway. Spiro does manage to take down Dennis. Nex still waiting for him to peek back out. Gonna wait a little bit longer, but does actually get that peek, and now Speedy just has to hold off Mauzino through the doors. He's already taken down Anise, and he does so successfully. 4-1 now mousesports, and CT side, if they can get rolling like this, it gets scary, and look what we're gonna have. 1, make it 2.
Yeah. They went for the slow and steady, and that was a nice split as well. I just wasn't too sure about Innocent running out into mid like that. I mean, they have to assume that either Chris J has an AWP sitting on mid, or they will have an extra player sitting on the sitting on the white box at least. But take a look at this flash here. This is gonna be the aggression from Dennis. Hasn't really peeked up just yet. Oh, steps at the last second, missed it. Now they're going to chase him down. Will they get the frag? They do. It opens up A now. But they are going to get a little bit of counter spray. Mihu picks up Speedy as well. That's A side completely open. We do have Nex running up that Speedway. Is actually straight into the site as well. Gets one. Can he go for the second? Gets the spray down through the box. One man jumping up. Will get the third. Nex cleaning up. Picks up the AK-47 as well. It's a fresh AK. And now we'll see if they're going to go for the defuse. It's a 2-on-3 here. Oh, look at that faith in the teammate. No, actually, no, not a lot of faith at all, but now they'll go for the defuse and finish that off, but there we go. Chris J.
Well held from Nex. Really well held from Nex.
It was almost like I didn't expect it. I was kind of watching him on the minimap, and I just saw him running straight into the side. Whether he ran through a smoke, or he flashed them in, or had a molly to hold them off, or something, or sorry, incendiary grenade to hold them off, or how he got into that site is actually unknown. I could have switched him fast enough before he got the 2K in the site, and then eventually that's that last kill as they jumped up onto the boxes. So really ballsy play, and I mean that's kind of what we're expecting from mousesports at the moment. We saw their CT half on train and how they brought it back, and now we see the dominance once again. 5-1 at the moment, and next 11 for 4.
By the way, I just want to highlight the fact that Gobby's ping is 7. That's awesome. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
So Gobby basically playing on land. But we do have a pause. I didn't see what for. I did try and check the comms and see, but all it says is pause from Michu. So it was called by G2. And I mean, it's possible. It is possible that this early they are going for a tactical because it's 5-1, and they've had a lot of good executions on sites. We've seen a lot of good smokes come out, but the retakes have been on fire from mousesports. Next in the last round picks up that 3 in the backside of the site. Things really not working out post-plant for Gamers2. So maybe they just want to reevaluate things early before this gets out of hand. Because like I say, if mousesports do get rolling on their CT side, if they can get that aggressive play paying off and they get the confidence built up, they are almost unstoppable once that happens. And if Gamers2 can slow it down early, that's the best bet. So if it's tactical in the first half, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Usually I don't see them until later on, but again, they've got to slow things down. They're in a position to buy this round. Wouldn't at all be surprised to see them go right into this with a full AK setup. Obviously not enough for an op anywhere, but still something to work with.
Yeah, tactical pause makes a lot of sense this early in the game if you think about just they're going to want to go ahead and build that momentum. I mean, that's one thing I've learned. I mean, I must just be honest. I came from Dota 2, which is it was a momentum-based game, but nothing like CS, nothing compared to CS:GO. I mean, when a team gets rolling and a player like Nex, I mean, that's what it really took. We saw that push into the SR. It took just confidence and knowing that, okay, I'm just going to push. They might not expect it, but if they do, I can at least maybe trade and get a little bit of information for my team. They were up a player at least, I think. But yeah, we'll see going now into it's going to be the first little bit of love given to B, and
really
maybe just switching things up. So yeah,
really fast mid boost they did for sandbags to let the player go over top a hut and not expose himself too much when he wraps around the front of it. So gets Gob B inside the vents a lot faster, and now he's in a good position, but he's dropped out early. Oh, he's dropped out a little bit early, and I think they spotted him. Spiro, Michu, all waiting for him to peek back out. He's going to try and flash himself around, but with that fire in place, he won't even be able to get the peek. Smoke in as well. Chris manages to get the shot just before Gob walks in front of his gun, but now Gobby stacks up on top of the pit. Moves down 2, but he can't collect the 3rd. The spray slightly out of control, but Nex makes it work from heaven, as Chris has already dropped as well, and Mauzino unfortunately could do no more. He gets to the site, but he will not get a bomb down, and it is now 6-1, and maybe that's what the pause was for, because that's the first time we've seen them go to B. Like you said, that was the first time they gave B any love.
that was actually a lot of information for me. I don't know if you saw it, but they did push a little bit in there. They went through Squeaky, so I think they got the information they needed. Then we immediately saw Chris J make across, and there was the boost into vents as you spoke about, but obviously the drop down real quickly. It actually worked to their advantage. They cleaned up pretty quickly. But yeah, Chris J just so mobile at the moment. Actually has an AK-47 now. Oh, sorry, an M4A1. So not going to play with that AWP. I think he's noticing that, yeah, while the AWP may still be pretty fantastic, it's, you know, just the pace of this game is kind of dictating that AWPs may not be available.
What was Maniz doing? Oh, this is it, by the way. This is exactly the aggression we expected to see from Dennis when he walks out into Squeaky. And when they go with 2, they're even more scary. And they do that so much because they can still get trades and get early information. So rather than invest 1 with a potential death, they guarantee themselves a kill. But I have no idea what Maniz was doing. He knows his teammate just dropped. Yeah, now Dennis just has to play reverse angle. He knows his teammate dies directly in front of him. Where are we on this map? Right here. And he's standing right here. Why is my... Come on, mouse. And he doesn't look over. He doesn't go for the peek. He just says, I'll throw the smoke. I'm fine. They're not going to kill me too. I don't know if that was a miscommunication or just really slow reactions from Maniz.
Yeah, he kind of was caught with the nade in hand. That's at least what I saw as they pushed that out. And he was trying to get a fancy smoke off. But, you know, when it comes to those kind of smokes, it's all about the speed. And, well, like I said, Mouse are dictating the pace of this game at the moment. And I think they're starting to notice that right now. They do get they kind of wait back, they hang back. Innocent picks up the frag in mid. It was a spray down through smoke. So they are kind of spotting out, okay, Mouse are looking to get those preferable angles. They are moving a lot faster than us. They are trying to get into those places. They're going to go for a boost up mid. Speedy and Nex. This could be interesting. They could catch out Innocent, but Innocent's already waiting. He's waiting for that boost to come over, and it could be a really, really quick headshot that does follow out. But no, AWP Spiro. Oh, gets the flick. Chris J.
Yeah, he was in a really bad spot. Got stuck in there, but again, this aggressive not going to stop at all. With Speedy coming over, taking down Mouse, it's relentless. This is what mousesports do, and until they really get broken at it, until they absolutely get caught, like They might get caught at, like Dennis that round got caught trying to push up again. Okay, they got caught at Squeaky. All right, we'll go for a mid boost. All right, that didn't work. We'll go for a B push. They'll do different things until they realize, okay, it's definitely not working because they're playing passive and they're waiting for the pushes. That's really the only way to stop it. As we see Speedy come back into sight, and he'll get Maniz as well. Good 3K on the re-entry, and they'll get this defuse bomb. Definitely got lots of time, and a Worm God picked up for Gobby. But this is what they do. This is how they do it. You catch them once, okay, fool you once, no problem. We'll just fool you twice. We'll go right up mid. Shame on you every time.
Yeah, once again, just getting caught out. I don't think they heard the. I don't think they saw Nex drop down into B into the checkered room. I don't think they saw it, and he was actually in a really good position. He gave him a little bit of information. Then the real quick shots coming out from Speedy. He kind of burst out from top B, moved in, and got such a great shot. He dodged the AWP shot and yeah, just got right in there and brought them down to quick 3K, and obviously the spray down through smoke with the P250, obviously knowing that if he reloaded he might give them a bit more time to get in a favorable position, so he just kind of burst straight down and yeah, got the frags he needed. So once again, 8-1. I mean, what is going on tonight? CTs just seem to be struggling. What CTs? T's.
3 players over, 4 players over, want to try and hold this angle. It's so hard to walk out from the sandbags, and as we can see, that's exactly the case. There's no angle to try and get that shot. Chris J, though, does get Spiro. As my camera continues to snap for no reason at all. Apparently my mouse wheel's glitching. I apologize. Regardless, Speedy going to close out the round. Innocent. He'll make full use of that M4 at quad. That's going to make it 9-1. This is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, 9-1, and in my opinion, this map is still slightly CT favored, but not as heavy as this. I mean, I would put it somewhere at 9-6 comfortably. I'd comfortably say this is a 9-6 map in favor of CT, but at the moment, but they still have a chance to get 5 rounds in a row, and I mean, it's not impossible at this kind of level of CS. It takes a couple of hiccups, and I keep feeling like, oh, they're going to burst out here. I do catch one with a nade, but now the spray down through smoke. Are they going to carry on? Door opens up. Maniz, no, switches to a grenade. Speedy gets brought down. But Mazio getting to side, spots the man on top. Does get brought down. We'll try to pick the corner, but Nex is there. Now, bursting through. Can he hold the spray? Can he hold the spray? It's just not enough. Chris J with the 5-7, the lethal 5-7. Have a look at this. 8 HP on Chris J, 100 on Gobby, 84 and 100. This is going to be an interesting retake. Will they be able to get the positions? Flashbangs do rain out. Smokes come out as well. So flashed on Maniz. 5-7 once again on Gobby, but now they're holding the angle, and Chris J is there with the AWP. And another fantastic retake from mousesports.
Yeah, I mean, this is insane. 10-1 now. Nothing going on at all for Gamers2. And remember, it was much like Train for mousesports who started T-side. They got the pistol round. Gamers2 won this pistol round, and then it's been 10 rounds unanswered since from mousesports. And pretty impressive stuff. They are going to throw out that decoy nade. That's an op decoy towards Z. I think that was just to replenish the rest of his stock so we can actually
look at
pick up
Dennis.
another flash. But you're right, here's Dennis. This is the aggression we talk about. He gets caught this time. Spiro finds him. Unfortunately, due to that flashbang being spotted and him not being all the way around the corner, but there's Chris. These two work so well together when they go together. We saw Speedy and Dennis work together on the A site. Now it's on B site. Chris, he wasn't fully pushed up, but he was in an angle that was easy to catch off the player inside Sunroom. By the way, Speedy's got an auto sniper.
Yeah, that AWP shot from Chris J was something special. Oh, we're gonna get the Mihu once again. Yeah, that AWP shot. He was moving. I don't know how these guys do it, man. He was moving, and he obviously counter-stepped or something, but he got such a perfect shot off there. And a flick as well. I mean, while moving, getting a flick shot, obviously a split second. Obviously, we're on 40 tick, 30 tick server here, being on the Go TV, but that was just incredible play by him. And now they're going to go towards the B side here. It's a 3-on-4, 6 HP on Spiros, and Mihu on 22. So have a look at this though. Sitting in the GOP B, sitting waiting for the push. Will get start rain down, catches one through the side. Now flashbangs rain out, but Spiro on 6 HP will seal it out, and Chris J now 1-on-1. How do they turn this around? Every round is the same thing. Next one. Oh wow, that is
So
that is
quick.
great. That's an incredible shot.
So bomb doesn't even get planted. That's the even worst aspect of it, because now they're in a really tight situation to try and get a force buy out. If they want to go for it, they will. And it's going to be all AKs, but that's just absolutely crazy that, again, another round gets turned back. And unfortunately, Gamers2 have no luck. Now, we did say it was interesting that we thought the group pick Might still work out for them because Gamers2 might want to go in the group with Virtus Pro and Navi, where they're more familiar with them, and I would expect mousesports want Group B, but so it may all be for naught. We may still get what they want anyway, but regardless, they're not putting up a good performance. Me who does tech Speedy though.
Next is just on fire at the moment, 19 for 7. Now Dennis pushed all the way around. We'll catch them off guard. We'll get a good spray down though. And now it's a 1-on-3. What can Mauzio do? Nades, break him down. Break him down. And he will pick out. We'll get the one frag. Oh, Dennis not quick enough on the first peak, but we'll get the second. And Mauzio goes down. And look at that, 12 to 1. This could be a pretty quick map.
Yeah, I mean, we were in a similar situation. We were 12-3 at the halftime on Train, and then the comeback happened. So it's entirely possible that Gamers2 still have a chance here. But again, Cache is a more orthodox map. People are more familiar with the T-sided meta, so it's unlikely that they won't be able to secure, you know, a final 4 rounds. But that seems to be the case for Gamers2. Things starting to roll better again. They start off the round with decent damage. Dennis down to 3. I'm not sure how Mihu doesn't collect that kill, though. That could have given them a whole lot more of an advantage, and Speedy gets away somehow. And he makes it count.
Oh,
gets away and gets the kill.
That is so unfortunate. Mihu, he's been so precise throughout both maps so far, and then that happens. He peeks, he could have got the shot but misses it, and then Speedy picks him up with the AWP. I mean, that is just, for me, that would be the end. I would lift my hands on the keyboard and be like, guys, I don't know. I would have probably been very upset about that. But now it's a 4-on-5, 3 HP, 28 on Speedy. They still have a little bit of options here. 3 men in A, 2 on Speedway. In fact, only 1. It's going to be Speedy. With 28 HP, going to get a little bit more information. And the bomb's still sitting right outside that A side. And they are going to go for the boost as well. But the spray. And now they're going to go right over.
So Dennis looking like he wants to try and flash. No, yeah, there it is. Okay, thought it was going to be a smoke originally. That lets Nex get out and get only 1 kill, and he repeaks it with only 17 HP or something along those lines. I think it was 14. Regardless, that's an aggressive repeak. This opens up Highway, puts a lot more pressure on Speedy, who has an AWP inside the site. Still able to hit the first one. Checks back because he knows there's other people coming. Unfortunately, unaware of his mouse sensitivity being so high, and he ends up turning directly into the wall. This leaves the retake from Truck side onto Chris J and Gobby, and they're making good work of it so far. Innocent's all that's left. Chris wants to get aggressive with the pistol, and the fire are going to take down Innocent because he can't escape, and Chris is going to go in and get this defuse. He knows the timing of the flames. He'll get in. And like a Hellboy, it's going to be 13-1 on the defusal. His feet were hot, but he stays cool. That was a bit I think I reached a little far for that one.
It was good, I enjoyed it. But man, that AWP, once again, Chris J, his rotation's so quick. I immediately saw, well, actually, I think it was Dennis, or it was Gobby, sorry, sitting in the B side, and they had enough information, but he just stuck it out in case they might have tried and get a sneaky plant down to secure maybe the last 2 rounds here. But really, those, and once again, just Speedy managed to pick up 2 frags sitting down so low with AWP in the A site, and once again, it just shows you at the level. I mean, you have to understand, I'm not used to this level of CS. Like, I watch it, but I never cast it. Have a look at the Speedy once again, aggressive with AWP. Oh, is he know what's up here? Will he get the first one? Oh. Oh, nice, they're going to peek and AWP it. Oh, that's going to bring him down.
But again, getting that one shot when you're pushed up makes all the difference. Because yes, he already has the information, but now they can actually get a trade, make it an even situation. It just actually starts to favor the CTs in that regard. Normally, you'd say a trade favors T-side because it splits the defense, but not if they're that far away from the site and allows for a rotation. But Maniz getting Gobby jumping up and down on the truck, rather, but a little bit arrogant perhaps to go for the peak on the site, a little bit overconfident based on the scoreline. So it may have taken the first and the last round of the half, but finally G2 will pick up their second. They'll bookend the 13 rounds that mousesports get.
Yeah, that is I'd be alright with that score. If I were mousesports, I'd be alright. I think I'd be feeling pretty good about myself right now. But pistol rounds so crucial for Gamers2 now. And, well, they are on their CT side. They won the 2 pistol rounds on Train, so I don't doubt their capabilities on the CT side, and you know they do like their USPs, and I think this is one of those maps where the USPs do kind of favor. There's a lot of like retakes besides the B side. I think your retakes on A and up through Speedway, you get some nice shots off, and you know, like we said, it comes down to that precision with the USP. But we are going to have another pause here, and could this be another team talk? I don't know if this could be an issue or a team talk. I don't know how many team talks are they allowed.
I think you're only allowed 1 tactical, so right now I'm seeing that this was called again by G2. Yeah, it's called again by G2, so this could be actually a problem that's persisting, but yeah, you're only allowed 1 tactical per game. But yeah, I think you're right. The A side is a lot easier to retake than B, and we didn't really see a lot of B execution from Gamers2. It was a lot of A hits over and over. Now again, there's less consequence to this game. There is a decent reward in picking your group, but there is really no consequence aside from not getting that choice. You're still into the group either way. Exactly.
Yeah, actually, I would disagree. I with guns, I personally think B is a slightly easier. I don't know. I just think there's too many options in A.
Maybe if you can get vent control.
Yeah, but they're gonna go for the B. Speaking of B, they're gonna make their way towards it. This is definitely preferable with your Glocks. Definitely the preferable side to take. But they're gonna make a little bit of noise here on the A side as the bomb. Look at this. All we can see rotate gets down, tags him down to 14. Mihu, but now they have rotated. Have a look at this. 4 men on the side of B. They're gonna be running into a gauntlet here as they do move in. They're those long ranges. 1 man sitting by the headshot box. Spiro picks up 3. Oh, Flash comes in. Oh wow.
And that's going to be it. What a play from Spiro holding, and that's flawless. All 5 stay alive, and G2 showing some life. Again, they'll pick up the second pistol, and with 2 pistol rounds in a game, you only have 3 rounds to the name. I mean, that speaks volumes in itself, and, well, we'll see. Stranger things have happened. They're going to go straight for rifles, only 1 SMG.
It's that famed anti-eco round, but they are going to go for a full buy here, Mouse, once again. Like, once they do have the cash to play around a bit. I mean, they have the rounds to play around a bit, but they're going to give it all respect here. Just going to pick up 1 1 Tech 9 and 1 P250 per step. They're going to rush out into the A side there. What can the SMGs do?
Well, it can do a lot.
Exactly
apparently. That. Can do a whole lot. It can pick up $600. The pistol will pick up more. Mihu getting Chris J and Gobby. Getting the only kill for Mouse in the first 2 rounds, gets Miniz down, but Innocent is looking far too devilish. He'll take down 1, and that's going to make it 13-4 and out. As they try desperately to continue this on, just a direct upgrade. So M4A4 to come out for Mihu.
You know, there's an old South African saying, that's how do you eat an elephant? And it's 1 little piece at a time. And this is exactly how Gamers2 are going to treat this. They're going to play it 1 round at a time. They know what's at stake. They want to get that favorable group. Now they're going to put a push in here. Oh, Spiro spots out 1, but have a look at this. Have a look at Speedy sneaking through smoke with his back. Obviously waiting for a flash to come in. A little bit of miscommunication there as the flash didn't help people. No flash came in. Now comes Dennis, turns it into a 3-on-4. We'll pick up the rifle as well. Oh, it's just a scout. And Gobby so quick there. Wow. We'll get an M4 dropped at his feet. And Gobby once again, what is going on? Spiro goes down. He was tagged up pretty hard, but now they do have the scouts. And we're going to go 1 man through vents. Minis go through vents. And Mihu coming through the B main.
Insane stuff. Another eco potentially staring us down here. It'll be our 4th of the afternoon. In fact, I may even go further than that. Would it be our 5th? I'm not sure, but regardless, at least the 4th. Minis, though, isn't done and won't go quietly. It's Gobby versus he. Gobby with 3 kills in the round at 36 HP. Has to go against the rifle who had the same amount of HP. It ends up on 5. But it's all for naught. Gamers2 going to get this defused, and we will not see the eco, so maybe I called it a little bit too soon. Regardless, 13-5, and the comeback continues, but it's still got a long way to go.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, and, well, Mouse kind of starting with the same problem. Well, it wasn't eco, so they do have a lot of cash to throw around now. We're going to go for the AK-47. Oh, a scout buy on Chris J. Doesn't really matter. That man with any scope gun in hand is pretty lethal, so okay, he'll find those headshots, but there's going to be an AWP on Spiro on this B side here. We'll go for the quick B. No real aggression. Oh, just a little bit of a tag on Dennis. Now we'll see how do mousesports play this gun round on T. We saw a lot of mistakes coming out from Gamers2, but Mouse could they still dictate the game speed from the T side? That's the question.
Dennis now going to try and change his angle, head over toward A. Minis, the one that's waiting in the back of the site. Guys, he gets spotted by Chris J, who gets tagged up because he can't get further away. Doesn't even hit that shot with the scout, so that's a masterful exchange that comes the way of G2. They've got full advantage of that. As Mihu waits for the flash to come in from his teammate, uses it to his advantage, and Chris, who goes for the repeat, discovers he's got company. Good play from Dennis to at least get 1, but Dora's going to get shot. He's down to 5 HP. Manages to get across without that spam catching him. And Gamers2 have the lead again as it looks like a B take. Look at the rotation too, they've already stacked it.
Yeah. They've killed 1A and they've tagged 1 as well, so I think they have enough information here. But Spiro picks up 1, that's the bomb flopping into the B side. Will they get the kill on top? No, Innocent comes out with the M4A1. Now they're taking inside, 1 man left sitting in the checkered room, and Mauser will take take him down. It's going to be 13-6, and now they're building their own momentum on the CT side, playing a lot more passive game compared to Mouse. They kind of just left it their first gun round, so they hung back a bit. But I won't be surprised to see them getting a bit more aggressive as the game continues.
Smoke go out, cover off mid garage. We will see Tech 9s again for Mouse. Ooh, that nade actually, did that tag up? It did tag up, Chris. Interesting that it only did 2 HP, but it slowed him down considerably on movement speed. I think even he was slightly jarred by that and slowed up a bit. So Dennis looking to go through the door. He's the one with the AK. He'll wait for the execution of his teammates. That got through the wall, though. That was a nice shot by Maniz. Does massive damage on his Speedy. Tech 9 from Chris J trying to find that gap in the smoke to use it to his advantage. But Mihu doing the same on the opposing side. Takes down 2 quite easily. And Maniz, he'll pop out, pick up a double of his own, with Cobby only getting the one in the round right now for Mouse, but he isn't done just yet. Dennis going to find another, and with this AK trying to do work, won't be able to go any further as everybody has arrived and swarmed onto the A site. There's nothing they can do, but here we go. Spiro, op, what's Chris J going to do?
I hope you see the AWP. I think it's time to start challenging, especially that B site. But nope, AK-47. So yeah, gonna keep up the they still have a few rounds, but it's getting closer and closer to to panic time. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go for the boost up here on the truck. Yeah, they're gonna get that boost. They're trying to pick off the AWP, but the AWP is on the B site, and they're gonna smoke it off and try wait for that quick shot through smoke. But Spiro won't get so lucky this time. And now we'll see what can mousesports do with their rifles once again in hand. Really slow at the moment. So I like it. I like it from mousesports. They give a lot of respect to Gamers2 at the moment. They've noticed that, is he going to spray through the door and pick off Dennis? But I love the way he's been playing this door pretty much perfectly. He hasn't died yet, I think, from the push through door or spray through door. He's been tagged up pretty hard, but he's still keeping them occupied here or there. Want to see what they do. Molly down onto Speedway.
Dennis waiting again toward the squeaky door with Chris J backing off. Yeah, Dennis is going to back off as well. They've got to go back over because right now they've got mid presence and vent control. So their best bet is to head toward B. The problem is that that's an easy read right now from the CTs because there's no pressure onto the A site. So as a result of that, we do see a rotation coming over from Spiro. Going to be joined up. Who is that? It's going to be Innocent that's actually joining on Heaven. So they've got good positioning right now inside the back of the site, but the fire through the skylight does put a lot of pressure on them inside the site. They had to dance around and find their footing, and Speedy takes down Spiro. As a result, this next now does the job, and mousesports finally have firm stakes into a round. Watch this push through the smoke, spotted up Speedy. Just saw the barrel of the gun in time, gets taken down to 8 HP. That leaves he and Nex both quite low, and Maniz, unfortunately, all the way over at the A site, won't have much to say. Does at least collect one onto Dennis. But it's looking unlikely, although there is low HP on Speedy and Nex if he wanted to try to push toward this, but looking unlikely that he will. He'll probably just play this for exits because he knows the economy's, although not great for the CTs, it's definitely not at all close for the mousesports side.
Yeah, they'll definitely be able to drop a gun or two to keep them in the game, but this is a tough one. I mean, this puts them 2 rounds away, at least 1 round away from forcing that overtime if Gamers2 can do it. But yeah, Speedy, Chris J, and Nex finishing that round off still alive, and rightfully, I mean, Dennis, they played such a waiting game, and he hung out on that door, and then he just runs through mid into CT spawn, and obviously maybe trying to get a little bit of information, but just gets one shot out of his knife out. Oh, there's the AWP. Chris J has had enough. Where will he take it though?
I mean, that's the question. Chris is actually going, oh, he actually could have spotted him. I don't think, that depends on graphic settings right there on how well you can see through the fire and how much smoke is listed off of it. But he almost could have spotted the head from that top of the truck. That's exactly what that position's used for. It's used for catching the player that rotates to highway quick on the CT side. Unfortunately, it doesn't pay off for him.
I don't know if you saw that boost into the A side, but they kind of ran on each other's heads over the box and got that boost up into A. Look at those flashbangs waiting out. Oh, he flashes himself! Mazio will bring him down next. The entry fragger doing such a great job so far for Mouse. Will get brought down as he gets flashed by his own teammate. And now the nades, the flashes and mollies start raining into the B side once again. I think they maybe have spotted a slight weakness, but Chris J still looking at the AWP shot. And wait for Mihu to make the mistake.
This is a pretty good spot though right now from Manise though. He's up top. He's gonna wait. Good trigger discipline. He'll catch the first on Gob. Gets wrapped around to try and get the shot on Chris, but the problem is he let Dennis go around and Dennis got out of sight before he could take that first shot, so he couldn't get both as he was planning on doing. This forces him to fall into the squeaky door alley and just get further away from the site, but it still works. He still catches Speedy and Chris. All that's left, Mauzino collects him. 14-8, Gamers2. They might have given up that one round, but that's the only one they've given up so far in the half. And it's been all them otherwise.
Yeah, the patience there though from I think it was Innocent boosted up at top. Yeah, it was Innocent. The patience just waiting for them to come out, lets the bomber come out, grabs the bomb, gets the information, and then immediately the rotations happen. And there was a bit of a mistake there. They kind of chased the guy into squeaky door and didn't watch Speedway. Speedway wasn't smoked off. Oh, could Innocent get picked out here? There is one man pushing through. God, B will get brought down. There's only pistols in hand at the moment for mousesports, so they will go once again for this aggressive onto the B, but Mauzio is not going to have any of it. They're going to try to chase him down, but out comes Vents immediately. Innocent gets brought down, Speedy gets brought down as well, and out comes Mihu, and this should be a pretty solid round. Yeah, Gamers2 make it 14-9, still fighting one round at a time.
Well, that puts us on, yeah, almost to double digits. They're definitely picking away at the elephant, like you said. They're getting a lot closer. They're bringing this back and making it a lot more interesting. That's that goes without saying right now.
Still not a lot of aggression onto mid, and I mean that's for me. It's really odd to see the mid control. I mean it's more just sights, nades, flashes, getting into the side as quick as you can, but nothing really from mid. I mean they haven't really tried to split them up. The rotations have been on form for Gamers2. And yeah, so we might actually see, I mean, no real boost coming out there. Chris J not challenging mid with an AWP. Counter boost, in fact, here from Innocent. And are they going to spot it out? Are they going to wait for it? It's got B coming real close here. And he's going to peek on over. I think he might spot the head. Oh, no, that's the bomb as well. So there's the information they need. But out comes Dennis.
Okay,
just not quick enough there, Mihu.
I thought the bomb actually landed up on top of the boost, but it didn't. It actually went back down, so they've recovered it already. Regardless, they're going to try to get into this A site. They have made good work of Mihu. Gives them a bit of a chance, pulls it back to a 3-on-3. Second smoke out, but Innocent's in good position to try and push forward through that. He does, but does he get the kill on Nex? No, now Nex is in a great position to go for this plant. Speedy, though, still lurking all the way over at B. He needs to hurry up and get back over and support because it's still a 2-on-1 retake. And if Mouse can divide and conquer like Napoleon, he'll have a chance. And so far, he does have the first. And Chris J needs to push on. 2 seconds, 1 second. He's gonna. Oh my God! I thought he was gonna get that. Chris J just barely.
That was close.
And now it's match point. 15-19. That's as close as you'd possibly like.
That, sorry, I had to laugh at that flashback. He kind of flashed himself, but he watched the flash. He thought it would go a little bit further, but it kind of just came right over his head. I don't know why I'm making hand gestures, you can't see it. But it kind of came right over his head, and that's why he died. He watched the nade come over his head and got shot right on top of the bomb. But yeah, that was so close. 1 second left, and now yeah, this is the time right now. They got to push for this overtime, force it into OT, and possibly that map 3, and get hopefully the favorable group. But you know. Those two groups, I don't think neither of them are really favorable, and some really strong teams in both. But we'll see where it goes. Yeah, into round number 25, mousesports needing one more to take this qualifier. But Gamers2 are not going to stop fighting just yet.
Dennis gets spotted and dropped this immediately by Innocent, who slides back down the highway. So Gob has a chance here to try and get the kill, but he won't do it. He can't answer. And now it's Mihu to come back around onto the B site. They still have good support here. There's still a 3-man stack, and it's actually favorable as Nex may have gotten out of vent, but he goes no further. Spiro, easy shot with the op onto him. And it's almost like it's, as Mauzino takes down Chris, it's almost like it's mousesports who are trying to pick away at the elephant. Come on, Mouse, stop that. And Spiro, my apologies for the camera there. Apparently my mouse wheel needs to be hit with a hammer to make it fixed.
Yeah, that's the one thing about casting and playing is your binding of your I have to continuously change my binding on all my things when I cast and I play.
I actually have a cast config built, but it's the mouse itself seems to be glitching. I have a dog, she sheds a lot. It's probably dog hair related. I'll have to fix that. Well, yeah, they're still fighting, man. They're still fighting 15-10, and now look at this. Straight up into Speedway, and well, Go B will bring down one. Doesn't seize the boost, but Manise brings them down, and Nex will finish that one off. Now a 3-on-2. Could they win this game on an eco? That is so anticlimactic.
but I would expect nothing less from these teams. And will they try to stop the plant, but it's not going to be enough. Dennis, 69 HP. Just one play with an AWP Spiro. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I'm happy about him coming inside with an AWP, but he's going to play it as safe as possible. But no, that's going to be enough. And mousesports take it.
So there we do it.